Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Oh, because I did turn that down a little bit, but we want to make sure. Okay, we've turned this up a lot. And now we're really going to see if this works now. We've got the low gain over here, right on about a 2. And we've got this as a high mix. So I might want to improve that. All right, now this might be really too loud, so let me bring this back down a little bit. So what I've done is I'm bringing in that level of audio. No, I don't like it. So we need to bring this one down because we have too much background noise. I could go closer. That's the other part is bring it up here and be really close. That's what we probably should do. Testing 1, 2, 3. I think this sounds good. Wonderful. Okay. So we're now going to be live streaming with this today. This is what we're going to try doing. Let me delete that one for him. Delete. And then let's go here. So we're now cooking with peanut oil. We've got everything going. And let's figure out what's going on here now. We're going to go here and let's go here. So we're now cooking with peanut oil. We've got everything going. And let's figure out what's going on here now. We're going to go here and let's go here. I'm going to go up here. I want to show one more screen. So we're now cooking with peanut oil. We've got everything going. And let's figure out what's going on here now. We're going to go here and let's go here. I'm going to go up here. I want to show. All right, now I'm going to continue. One more screen. So we're now cooking with peanut oil. We've got everything going. And let's figure out what's going on here now. We're going to go here and let's go here. So the goal is to get this going here with this. I think that's now that feels fake. All right. So let's ask this. I'm going to go to Claude here and ask Claude how it would do it. Okay. This is Claude. That's my training document. Let's go to Claude one more time. Bring Claude in and say, we're going to give it research mode. This is where I'm wanting it to do the hard work. Because if it can be found, which I know it can, I want to know how to find it. And I want to know, slide 1, 2, 3, 4, plat records, that's definitely not going to be accurate. So we're going to let it do its all stuff. But we're not even using a prompt at the moment. So that's our items. So while that churns away, I'm going to ask this one more question. Is my app using any AI model at the moment? Or are we just using parsing libraries? Okay, I think the answer is no, we're not using any AI. And over here on the right, we're going to keep letting it go. Find the right answer. All right, so we're going to let Claude over here do its part, while on this part I continue to ask a question about my code. Oh, they really want me to go. They want to go mail it. Okay. I don't want to mail anything in. I want to know if there's anything I can do. And maybe they don't. Maybe I need to talk to my client and say, how do you get, let me text them right now. All right. So let me text them right now. Your app. Okay. So here's my other answer over here. The answer is you are currently using no AI models. That's what I thought. We're parsing with Cheerio, address parser, and web scraping and demo data. What's missing is our LLM orchestrator, legal description analysis, blah, blah, blah. So we want to move on with that one. I've got Claude API keys. So let's go ahead. Yeah. All right. So let's move ahead. Have, I'm going to say an AI connection. We can use Anthropic. You know what? I'm going to actually use, I've got Light LLM, which will leverage, which can use. Which can use. Okay, so I'm starting with, I don't want to go with Claude particularly because I like that unified interface. So we're going to go ahead and try doing that. I already have hang on, I don't want to do that. Maybe that's fine. We'll see what it does. I already have Light LLM, but this looks like a library. We'll come back when it's fun. I'm going to test pressing stop and starting again. I wonder how I could do stop and auto stop. All right, so we're just going to let it run. We got the internet. It's over on Google. Let's get that off. It's here's. Here, we broke it. We broke it. Let's go for this one. All right, I think that's going to be better. All right, so that's already kind of getting ahead of itself, thinking it should already commit my work. I've not even seen it working. Well, hold your horses. That's interesting where it's... Oh, that's just LLM service. I thought that was light LLM. Okay, that's fine. That's fine because you're keeping your LLM service separate. We are going to then have to then go with a key, and we've got a base URL there, and we've got LLM model, Anthropic, port, node. Okay, that should work. No, it's not, because we need to tell it that we are using an address for that local. Let me tell it my light LLM. No. So we need to give it a different base URL. And then here what they're trying to do is add light LLM and .env, which I like because we need a .env to store our secrets. .env, I like that. And then .env example. Did they have a base URL? They did not. So there's our problem right there. There's no base. And let me go get a key for my light LLM. So this is how light LLM works. And we'll just put that here. Now I can't get into it. Okay, that's not what I wanted. I know I have one. Oh, this must be admin. Nope. Okay, that sucks. All right, so let's go ahead and find my light LLM credentials. Okay, I'll go find that. That's crappy. So what we will do is we will bring this offline and go over to my deployment of Light LLM and find out where it is. Let's go for Okay, so it's telling me that the default one is admin, and then my LLM proxy master key. Let's go get that. Yeah, okay. So I've got the, you know what it is? It's because it's looking for this one. Let's see if that works. I think it's working. It's doing something different, at least. Crap. I think we just killed the server. Maybe I'm not going to use Light LLM right now. Okay, I'm in. All right, we're going to remember this next time with another one. All right, so now we're in. We have a key. Let's generate another key. I'll bring this off screen while I generate a key. We're going to call this the key for the Ripple. Well, we're making a key. I'll let you show how we do it. So we're making a key. And we want to do all team models at the moment. Create the key. I'll get that out of here so you don't see it. Okay, I've copied my key. Pasting it somewhere on my old laptop here. Okay, so I've got that key done. And so we now have a key. And your app has evolved. So now what they're telling me to do is to go here. I don't know that we're going to do anything, but let's go ahead here and go over to this one. And man, they already committed. Dang it, why'd you even already go ahead and commit? You didn't have my permission to commit my work. But I can see what they need us to do is we need to take our .env file and make a copy of it. So we're going to do that. Control A, Control C. Oops. You know, I use, this is not a good idea. I have Vim copy. All right, so now let's do a new. All right, so I'm going to bring this off screen, add my key, and close it. That way nobody else has to see it. I already see a mistake it made. Because it's when you're using Light LLM, you just use do. All right. So now I have this. Let me tell you what I think the problem is going to be. I think that Anthropic key is not going to be needed because LetLLM just uses an OpenAI key. So we're going to just let it run and see. Okay. So what does it say? It says npm install run server. So let's go back to that. I hope it breaks it because I'm not sure it's. So let's go ahead, Control X, right? And let's go with npm install. All right. So we got an error here. I like errors. Error tells me that we're doing some good stuff. And if I just really want to run it, I'm going to just tell it you run it. Okay. We're going to let it do it. I could have copied and pasted. Oh, you jerk. It was telling me. Okay. From the front end server, that's interesting that it was telling me from the front end server, Control X. But they were actually telling it to run server. See, run dev. Okay. So I'm just copy it. Tell it the rest. Okay, let's try it again. It's working now. And this is working. So we can now go back to the front end and test a couple of things to see if it's still working. All right. Now that's actually a little bit better. Test my 2 test cases. Right? Now we're going to do our other one, which I don't think is fixed because I think we're just still goofing off with trying to do this one. So I want to do again 1410 Hawthorne Lane, Keller, Texas. Okay, now let's see if it hallucinates. See, okay, we're still getting hallucinated data. And we're still getting this made up. All right. So now I'm curious. I'm going to go back over to my light LLM, and now I'm going to see if let's go to light LLM and see if we're even making a hit. I don't think it didn't do anything. I don't think why would it start connecting to light LLM just because it says so. So here's my light LLM, and here are my usage. Okay, so June. My other key has not been. Oops, you're not supposed to see my key. Oh, that's my key ID. Maybe you should. I don't know. I'll kill it later on. Today is June 27th. So I can look up today. Nothing's been spent. All right, so we're not hitting anything at this current moment. I told you that it was not going to like that Anthropic key ID. My key ID is something different already. I need to tell it to stop committing. Dang it. You are being too confident. Now, granted, we do get to roll back, so I'm not too concerned about that. I should be on a different branch, and then it'll be really okay. Yeah, there it is. It's kind of process environment or OpenAI key. There we are. It defeats the purpose to try to have two different keys for light LLM. Oh, there it is. I always see that wrong. It's light LLM, and there we go. It's not configured for. Yeah, it would never use an Anthropic key. Okay, so let's try it. Okay, now let's see what's in the logs. Well, that didn't work either. I can double check by. See, this is just my my logs from that. Ah, we did make a call. Look at that. So we made a call. No, I want it today. Dadgummit, that's the wrong one. Select ranges today. Even this week. Okay. So, well, that says 2 cents. I don't know what my server date is. So let's just go from the last 2 days. Nothing. All right. Dadgummit. I don't think it was. I'm going to just about to go off the stream and just yell at it. Sees that. Great. This is what I wanted. So now I'm actually testing it with my curl calls. But we are getting an error. So this is what I wanted. So we can see that it's getting it. Just see what it's all doing. I'm just going to paste all of this in because I don't care to read it all and explain it all. Yeah, I don't like the... So that's easy. Our .env file is not calling the right model. That's easy to fix. And let me go just make sure that on my light LLM. So you can see now in my logs, we are getting a failure. But let's look at my models. Okay, I've got all these models. So I probably want to tell it to use, this is my name. And let's see, Haiku 202, 403, 307. Perfect. So now we're going to do that one more time. And it's doing something bigger and better. Perfect. Well, we don't know if it did anything. But I can double check this one. Let me copy that. And give it to them. Control C, Control V, while I go check here. And I can go to my logs and should see a success. No, still not working. Hey, buddy. How are you doing?
What are you doing?
Oh, I am